Milosh is expecting you. Don't let your eyes wander when you speak with Emilia. Milosh will cut them out and serve them to you.
Hi there. My father is expecting you. Zaha told us, Mihas too, that you were coming. He should be around here somewhere.
No!
Please?
No!
We'll do anything.
No! You will do anything?
Well, almost anything.
I see. Almost anything.
We just want to help. We're so bored and...
Bored. You're bored. My light. I expected more from you. And as for you, young man, if you are ever going to become the leader you need to be, you must not waver when challenged, or do something simply because you are bored. You need to learn discipline and patience. And the answer is no!
Father!
And if I see either of you skirting your duties today, I will make you wish you had not been born. Ha! At last! The chosen one is here.
Father, please.
I'm just telling a joke. You're not the first to come here seeking glory and riches, and you will not be the last. All of you so eager to be the great hero, to defeat the darkness. Let me tell you about darkness. We Draculesti have been fighting vampires since Vlad Dracula himself founded our order. Half a millennium and change, and many generations of slayers. Now the Kakat is hitting the ventilator again. A great evil is rising, a storm is coming, and so on and so on. Blah, I say. Business as usual. Another day at the office, is that not what you say back in the real world? You can keep your oracles and your prophecies. We believe in what we can see and touch and fight. But there is just one thing. The difference is... this time, the prophecies may be accurate. I do not like prophecies. I find them counterproductive. If everyone believes the future is already written, they stop fighting, they stop caring. But the Draculesti, we were founded on prophecy. Some things are foretold, and we were once told about the return of a vampire queen, and of darker things. That is why we are here now. Prophecies are usually worthless, but there are things written in signs and symbols that may be of great value. We should never ignore the lessons of the past. And in this case, the past is still very much with us, around us. I wish I could tell you more. All I know is that it looks and it feels like everything is in place for what was foretold to come to pass. We are few, and our task is simply to do what we know to do, and nothing more. We need help. The Draculesti were founded on prophecy, and that prophecy remains with us, in signs and symbols. I am not one for riddles, but you seem like the right person for the job.
Hello.
Watch where you're stepping. There are precious plants here you can't even see with the naked eye. We've got wolf's blood and king's foil, moly and raskovnik. There's even... What do you have? Come on, let's see it. It's got him curious and me doubly so. I didn't take you for a prophecist. You don't look the part. Besides, this is not so much a prophecy as it is... I knew he brought me here for a reason. And not just to read the palms of those gypsies. Sorry, the Draculesti. They're fiercely proud, and this tells their story. It's interesting. And what I find the most interesting is what it doesn't say. All right, I'm not forgetting about you. Quite. I guess that's why we're here also. Always a good reason, never immediately obvious. I'd say this one is pretty clear, however. She who once loved and fell will rise again. The hand that held her heart will prove her bane. Well, clear-ish, as these things go. There's plenty of references to the three. The owl, the eagle, and the dragon. The three warriors stood bravely together in war. By oath, they were bound to the 60 and 4. The owl I reckon you're familiar with. I know nothing about the eagle, but the third. The dragon, Vlad Dracula himself, is past due to be brought back from the Apasambetai, from beyond death. Ought to be interesting seeing what history is made of him. In my trade, you quickly learn to distrust historians. What I do know is that he famously fought his lover-turned-vampire Mara, but he was unable or unwilling to destroy her completely. Love. Such a lamentable thing. I've learned to stay far away. We do know that Mara is back and in charge of a vast army of vampires, though her true purpose lies somewhere in the mountains beyond our understanding. And he who held her heart, Dracula, is the only one who can banish her again. Apa Vie and Apa Moata, the water of life and the water of death, two halves of a circle to be mixed with Apa Sambete. I can only assume they'll trigger a chemical reaction of sorts to bring back his life force from the world ocean where it's been floating for all these years. Like a seed. It's almost like working with my flowers, making something grow and bloom from almost nothing. Apa Vie, the light of the morning, Apa Moarta, the final forewarning, joined at his tomb to bring the dragon to life, so that he may put an end to his bitch of a wife. I'm paraphrasing, of course.
Mutual Broadcasting System presents Quiet Please, which is written and directed by Willis Cooper and which features Ernest Chappell. Quiet Please for tonight is called The Thing on the Purple Board. Me, I'm a roughneck. Well, I was a roughneck, 20 years ago. It's cool, too slow now. Besides, I got $1 now, I don't have to be a roughneck, you see. Married, got a nice home. Have to meet my wife. Hey, Mike. Her name's Maxine, but she likes to be called Mike. Mike! She's busy out there. Besides, she doesn't do very well. Shame, too, she's so pretty and everything.
Greetings.
You're not wrong. It is clear enough now that this prophecy concerns us. Kukovea the owl and the dragon. Dracula. But the eagle... There is nothing in our history about an eagle.
It's a Roman eagle. Father,
I thought I told you to stay away from him, Emilia.
he's a good man.
He's a man.
He's old. He's really old.
Ha! That did not stop your mother.
I'm going to stop listening to you now. There is a man who lives in the mountains nearby, Octavian. This eagle is all over his house. It's carved into door frames, hung on walls. He carries a medallion. It's everywhere. The Roman eagle.
Not this nonsense again.
Octavian has spoken about arriving here with Roman legionnaires almost 2,000 years ago.
Bah! He is lying!
And you know this because it's not like he'd be the first immortal I ever met. Or ever will meet.
Fine, fine. There is an infinite supply of immortals, but Octavian is not one of them. He's just a sad old man who likes the company of...
Of what? Of what, Papa? Come on, say it.
Forget it.
Say it.
I'm a beautiful girl. A young woman.
That's all, is it? That's the only reason him and I are friends? Not because I'm intelligent or courteous or friendly or interesting, but because I'm young and pretty.
No, this is not at all what I meant. Sweet daughter of mine.
Don't even. And don't talk to me ever again!
Oh, Gaia cursed me with daughters and no sons. Oh, at least the rest of them are married off and have escaped this life. I hate to admit it, but she is often right. She's smart. Smarter than me. And if there was any justice, she would take on my mantle when I pass. But the law is the law, and only a male heir can wear this crown. We don't actually have a crown, it's a metaphorical one. I would not waste my time with this Octavian character. Even my daughter, bless her heart, makes mistakes, and he is one of them. He's a bitter and lonely old man who spins tales to win the favors of a young woman. He cannot possibly be your eagle. You will have to keep looking, I'm afraid. There is nothing more I can tell you. And now to do a father's duty and apologize for being an ass. Emilia! Emilia! Your father has been a royal fool!
Hello.
Come for the eagle, have you? He left a long time ago. Go on, off with you. Find someone else to pester and let me sleep. Why won't you let an old man simply rest in peace? The irony of immortality. I've been 70 years old for near on 2 millennia, with every ache and pain that comes with it. Lilith knew exactly how to make me suffer. And then there's bloody Dracula and his bloody Draculesti. She cursed me with immortality, he with responsibility. I've been waiting since he passed. The fate of this world, he said, in my hands. Well, fuck that. Fuck the world. Fuck Dracula and Mara and Lilith. Fuck everyone trying to turn the earth into their own twisted paradise. I know Emilia means well, the sweet girl. But she's as cursed with the innocence of youth as I am with the bitter taste of old age. I've had enough of it, and I only want to be left be. There's nothing worth saving in this world, and perhaps the end of it will also see an end to my curse. Perhaps the death of everything will allow me to finally... What we do in life echoes in eternity. But what if your life is eternal? What becomes of the echoes? I'll tell you. They thunder and roar. They become deafening reminders of your failures. They remind you that you once stood with the blood of murdered friends on your hands, and that it was all for naught. And when you've listened long enough, you realize there's no absolution, no redemption, no point to any of it. So don't tell me how we can change the world and how I am needed. This world has nothing left to offer me. Nothing worth saving. And I couldn't care less if it all burned. Just leave me alone.
Thank you for saving me, Octavian. I thought you believed that nothing was worth saving.
I'm not without a heart, Emilia.
No. I know that you're not heartless. You're good.
I just don't see the point of fighting anymore.
Even if it's just to save one person's life, it's worth the fight. It's worth the pain and the suffering. It's worth the sacrifices. If you can love one person and protect that person, then your life has been worth living.
And if it's all destined to happen again, what then?
Then someone else will stand up and fight. And someday, maybe the circle is broken and we win and move on. Maybe this is that time. Then maybe not. But even if it isn't, we keep fighting. To give others the chance to live and die and love and fight. Let them decide whether or not their existence is pointless. I think you'll find that most of them will choose to live and love and fight. I would. I want that choice. And if you can give us that choice, even if you've given up all hope, you should.
I've kept it for so long, even after I stopped believing in it. He gave it to me for safekeeping. Vlad said I'd know when to use it, when the time was right again. This is for her, not for you or what you represent, but for her and what she represents. She's right. The circle may be broken yet, but if not this time, you'll need to head up into the mountains. They're digging again, deeper than ever, and whatever is happening down there, it's a ruse. Mara is planning something big, the end of this world. This is our last chance. Of that, I'm sure.
Me, I'm a roughneck. Well, I was a roughneck, 20 years ago. A little slow now. Married, got a nice home. Had to meet my wife. Hey, Mike.